Hi, I'm Nick. So this is the first of a couple of videos about CIS and specifically CIS Claims. This video we're going to look at it from the point of view of being a sole trader. In a separate video we're going to talk about CIS Claims from the point of view of a limited company. So, how did CIS come about in the first place? Basically what used to happen back in the good old days was chippies, sparkies, plumbers and the rest of it would turn up on a construction site. They would get paid cash in hand at the end of the week, and they weren't at all on the government's radar in terms of being able to collect tax. So the government, being the government, decided to change all that, and they introduced the CIS, the Construction Industry Scheme. And essentially the way it works is that contractors are obliged to deduct money and hand it over to the government in lieu of tax. And this would seem fine if it wasn't done so unfairly, and I'll explain why it's so unfair. So the first thing that you need to do if you're brand new to this is that you need to get registered. If you don't get registered for CIS, then what will happen is that your contractor is going to deduct 30% of your money, of your pay, before you get paid. So you need to register as a sole trader. You need to register for self-assessment, which basically means the same thing. And you will get given a UTR, a unique tax reference, which you can then give to the contractor. Now, once they've got that in place, they're still going to deduct money, but now it's at 20% rather than 30%. The reason it's so unfair is you, me and everybody who works in the UK have something called a personal allowance, and we're allowed to earn a certain amount of money without being taxed. But CIS doesn't pay any attention to that whatsoever. So if all you've earned is £1,000 in a year, but you've earned it through CIS, you'll find that £200 or even £300 has been deducted from you, and it shouldn't have been. That you've been overtaxed, and so you are entitled to make a claim to get that money back. So the first question is, okay, well, how quickly can I get my money back? And unfortunately, it's not necessarily the case that you're going to get the money back that week or that month. The tax year each year runs from the 6th of April through to the following 5th of April, right? That's the tax year. And you have to wait until the end of the tax year as a sole trader before you can put in a claim. So basically, if you earn money in May and have CIS deducted from you, it's nearly a year before you can get the refund, which is awful, but then, nonetheless, that's the process. And what you have to do, you have to submit a self-assessment tax return. So these sums work out what your income is, outgoings and so on. Submit a self-assessment tax return. But as part of that, you'll also put in how much CIS has been deducted from you. And in the majority of cases that we deal with, what we find is that that gives rise to a claim. In other words, you're going to get a rebate, you're going to get tax back. We can obviously help with parts of that process. So if you need help with registering for self-assessment, registering for sole trader, and getting your UTR will help you at that point, and obviously will also help you with your self-assessment tax return to make sure that you get your CIS rebate back. I hope this has been of help, and if you do need any more help, then please do give us a call. Thanks for listening.